Alright guys, welcome back to another Strivemont video. It's been a couple days since I posted, but that's fine. We're back with more bangers, and we're going to start this one off by going over a couple stocks that I like right now, and we're going to do some quick TA on it to see if we can make a quick buck on that. That being said, if you guys do enjoy these type of videos, hit the like and the subscribe button. And now let's get into PLTR, where we're going to start this off by drawing the current trend that I'm seeing, and ever since this earnings dump right here, we've been seeing a nice overall higher lows and a continuation to the upside. I'm seeing a lot of strength coming, and it's looking very nice right now. So what we could gaze at the 1-day chart, we made higher lows. We had the bottom over here, the second higher low, and then we had a test on the trend line, and it nicely showed good strength, good support. And one thing we noticed over here is we had a nice breakout where we tested this previous high over here. As you guys, let me zoom in. So we tested the previous high right here. As we broke out, we saw lots of volume. However, we did come back down again. We retested the top. However, there wasn't enough volume, not enough strength, not enough buyers for this zone to pop upwards. And as you guys can see, we had a double top right here, which followed to the downside. And as you guys can see, we tested our trend line, and now we're starting to make our way upwards to possibly retest this current resistance of the 29.29 mark. We're going to have to break for that one. Now, as we get into earnings, I think we're going to have a nice beat on Palantir. I've been seeing nothing but really good deals and news on Palantir, so I might be placing a bet on this. So we'll see what happens with that. And let's get into the 4-hour chart to take a good look at what happened recently. And as you guys can see over here, we had a nice spike on news. And then basically today we retested that previous high and we got rejected. As you guys can see, there wasn't enough buyers to step in. And this current long wick right here shows the breakout failure. And now we're retesting the SMA / the 50 MA over here. And we might be seeing some support. So what do I expect in the next couple of days? As you guys can see, we did get to the overbought territory around this level here. So we might consolidate for a bit. Or if we do break below both the 50 MA and the SMA, we could trend downwards, possibly test this 20 MA, or even head a little bit lower, test the trend line before consolidating to earnings. Or what could happen is we continue higher. So from here on, we continue higher, and consolidate upwards as we curl for the next test on that breakout. So we might be testing this for the third time. A lot is telling as we get into earnings, so expect a lot of volatility to kick in, but anything can happen at this market. We are trading at all-time high in SPY, so be very careful. And now we're gonna end Palantir on that. And real quick, if we do break above this resistance, it's clear skies for the 29.23 level again, and this would be a major break. And if we get on top of this, Palantir could have a really nice run. Okay, now we're going to go into a crypto play, which is Coinbase, which has been doing really good lately. Right now, let's get into the daily chart. Okay, so looking at the daily chart, lots of strength. You see a lot of volume, and a lot of this has to do with crypto has been on fire lately. So imagine all the people who are buying and selling crypto right now. Coinbase is collecting very nice fees. I could see them having a really good earnings report because of that. And as you guys can see, we tested the previous high over here, had a nice break to the upside. Right now we're at overbought territory, so we could see a possible retest on this resistance, which could claim as a new support, and we continue to trade sideways before the next catalyst, which could be earnings. But I do think the stock needs a pullback. It's been going very insane. But we'll see what happens. Right now, we're heading towards earnings, and I think it could have a really nice pop. Like I said, crypto has been very big the last couple of months, and it's getting very hot right now. So keep an eye out for Coinbase, and then that's going to lead us to the next stock, which is ENPH. And one thing I noticed on this one is we have a current breakout. I'm going to draw it out over here for you guys so you can see it. All right. So over here we broke out. We saw some nice volume, and then we came back down. It looks like we had earnings today. Let's take a look on the 1-minute chart, see what happened. Okay. So apparently we had really good earnings, which the stock gapped upwards to 195. Now what's happening? Looking at the 1-day chart, this is basically telling us this does an update over here. So basically we're trading around right here, this 195 low. We're gonna be testing this previous high over here of 201. If we break that, then the stock is gonna be running towards the all-time highs. So right now the RSI looks really good to me. We're gonna go into the 4-hour chart to get a good look at it, and there you go. So we broke out of the resistance, which this panda over here we're trading in. We broke out, we saw volume. However, we did come back down to test the previous resistance, and then we're validated through the earnings as a catalyst, which shot us up higher. And now we're going to be testing the previous high, which would be 201. And then it's clear skies for ENPH, so keep a lookout on that stock as well. Very bullish. Next one is going to be Intel. So these next two plays are stocks that got beat very heavily, which could be by the dips for long-term stocks. And I think Intel really got beaten down. A lot could happen at this point. Let's see, dividend payout is going to happen. Could the stock potentially go lower after the dividend pay? I don't. It's likely. I don't think it's going to go any more lower than where it's at right now. And we haven't been trading in this territory for a minute, right? That's 100. Let's go into the daily chart right here. Yeah, man, it's been a while. The RSI is chilling at 29. Stock is due for a rebound. There's a nice gap over here, so we could see a possible spike happening any day. But to be honest, I really think this is a nice play, for a rebound. Keep an eye out for Intel, and that's going to lead us to the next stock that also got hurt because of news, and that was Snapchat. And what we saw on Snapchat is a nice gap downwards. And one thing I want to talk about is we drew this retracement over here. We are finding some type of support around the 38.2%, meaning that if we continue to consolidate around this level, we're going to be looking for some confirmation that the stock is ready to start heading higher and possibly even fill in the gap. So the main issue with Snapchat happened to be the fact that a lot of the revenue is getting cut because Apple's taking a higher percentage of, I believe it was ad revenue or whatnot. Besides that, I do think, RSI is very oversold, and we're going to see a nice pop most likely happen anytime within the next couple of weeks. So keep an eye out for Snapchat. We don't want to buy in right now because it is still on a very edge of breaking down even lower. We want to see some support, some consolidation build up over here, and then a possible retest on the SMA at least, which is a nice gain. If you think about it, you're looking at around 18%. So keep an eye out for Snapchat. Might be a nice play. So that's going to basically conclude everything. If you guys enjoyed the video, hit the like, hit the sub, and let's get this channel to 100 subscribers, guys. I'm out.